Guys, my main chain pool hick has been hacked. Subscribe to my new channel Trade Poll and please be careful. So guys, let's begin our trading session. Today I'll the currency pair or the OTC, and let's have a trading weekend. We're gonna open positions for the maximum deposit amount. As usual, we got $27 on the balance, and we trade on the 1 minute time frame as usual. And I will show you today's indicators. The first one is the Bollinger Bands and the second one is the stochastic escalator. What concerns the settings, set the period to 13 on the Bollinger Bands and the deviation to save changes. And let's make the stochastic, set the period to 20, and the overbought zone is gonna be 70. The oversold zone is gonna be 30. There we go. We will use these settings today, and let's begin our trading session and find the most promising trade entry. So guys, let's analyze the market. Well, we're gonna find our what's going on here. We got OTC today, and it means that we're gonna have the maximum pie trade. And let's take a look. We're gonna counting on the stochastic, and so here I guess we should open a short position. I will point out the workspace and explain the trade entry. Look, the downtrend is dominating on the stochastic. This is peak and we're expecting the reversal and a touch of the overbought zone, and here we also see the touch of the upper boundary of the channel. And look at this long wick, it could be a potential sign of the trend reversal. And but in this case, after this correction, it indicates the continue of the downtrend, and that's why we opened the short position. And as you see, the price starting going down exactly as we expected. The candle has a long wick. It tells us that the downward dynamics is expected. And guys, there are several seconds left before the closing, guys, and the first position has been closed in profits. Let's update the trade amount and find the next currency pair. Let's continue analyzing. We're looking for the most promising trade entry. Look at this downward volatility, and basically we're gonna play out ahead of the market. And let's open a long position. And there we go. Considering the price dynamics and its volatility, the movement goes down with the stochastic, but we don't look at that. And it's more important to point out the support zone here, and the touch is happening, and I believe that we're gonna see the correction. And the long candle was formed here, and that's why we opened the long. And there's also the touch of the lower boundary of the channel, and we're playing ahead of the market, and the breakout is imminent here. And there is it. The breakout has eventually happened, guys. The price is heading upwards, and they're around 50 seconds left before the closing, guys. And the support zone played out perfectly, and the local low was updated, and the price started going up. As simple as that. And our position has been closed with a profit. So let's update the trade amount and carry on the trading session. We're looking for the most promising currency pairs. So here we have to play out the continue of the trend. There's the downward dynamics on the chart, and we see the touch of the upper boundary of the channel. We also see that the moving averages on the stochastic and are the top, around the level 90. And we realized that the reversal is about to happen, and we open a short right after the correction. I think this is a very good trade entry. And yep, the price has gone down, and there was nothing complicated. We relied on 3 signals, And first we monitor the correction, then we watch the stochastic, and finally the touch of the upper boundary. And so all these signals flash it and we open it the position, as simple as that. And there are several seconds left before and our position is in profits again. Let's not rig this out and carry on this trading session and find the next currency pair. So we're gonna find the most profitable trade entry, and I already see a good trade entry. And let's open a short here. I will point out the workspace, and we have a strong downward dynamics on the chart, and the stochastic is at the bottom. Also there is a low volatility movement, small pullbacks take place, and but in this case the candle went too high and we're playing ahead of the market, after which the price should go lower and update its low. We're expecting to see the breakdown at the end, and like I said, we play it ahead of the market, and I think opening a short is the best possible option here. And guys, there are around 10 seconds left before closing, and we're waiting for a breakdown and we will be in profit. And as you see, the breakdown has eventually happened. The position is in profits exactly as predicted. They're now stopping here, and let's carry on the trading session. Change the currency pair. So let's continue analyzing, and we see what do we got here. Look at this long wick, and we instantly open a long here. We see that the stochastic is facing upwards. Yep, there's downward dynamics, but the principle of the trade entry is a bit different here. And we see this is dump here, but we see a lot of pullbacks and corrections in the past, and basically we're playing ahead of the market. We see the touch of the upper zone, after which the price should go up. We're definitely gonna see some upward dynamics, and the breakout is expected in the end, and the position should be in profits. Let's watch the around 15 seconds left before the closing, and potentially we could have seen a small reversal here, because there are a lot of corrections and pullbacks on the chart. Anyway, our position has closed in profits, and let's update the trade amount and continue the trading session. We're gonna find the next currency pair, and this is our signal. Let's open the short position right away. Actually, we got two signals here, and first of all we see the touch of the upper boundary of the channel, and then we see that the stochastic crossed the overbought zone. This is number 2, and in general there's downtrend on the chart, and this is upward dynamics is contemporary correction. Actually we have one more signal here, and this is the third one, and now the pullback is over and we're gonna see some downward dynamics here, and that's exactly what's happening now. The breakdown has eventually happened, and this massive wick tells us that the downtrend should be continued, and the stochastic crossed the zone 70, and we already see this massive breakdown. Basically the correction was over at this level, and there we go. Another position is in profits, and let's update the trade amount and carry on the trading session. And let's refresh the page. And take a look. What do we got here? We're promising pump, and that's why we should open a short position, guys. We already trade this currency pair, and if we happen to open more positions on this one, they'll be short ones. And well, RSI signal, basically we see the strong downward dynamics, and the main signal here, this is pullback, and this touch of the lower boundary of the channel. And basically it's ordinary thing for this kind of movement. The pullback has to be over, and that's why opening a short is the best possible option here, and that's exactly what we did. And yep, the breakdown is gaining momentum. There was nothing complicated here, and we just analyzed the movement in general, and we understand that this is a clear downtrend. And another position has been closed in profits, as simple as that. And let's find the next currency pair and carry on the trading session. We see the touch here, and probably, yep, let's open the short position, and the price should go lower. And let's select the workspace, and just let me explain this trade entry. We see this long shadow which contributed to opening, and there's downtrend on the chart. Here we see the pullback, and but it should be over by now considering the shadow, and that's why we opened it the short. The price dynamics is more downward, and it should be go lower, and yep, this is exactly what is happening, and that's why we opened the short position. And take a look at the first long wick candle, and here the second one. It indicates the continue of the trend, and this was the main signal, and that's why our positions have been closed in profits, guys. And there's now stopping here, and let's find the next currency pair. Let's carry on analyzing. Take a look at here. It's time to open for a long position. We're playing ahead of the market. I will point out the workspace. Good trade entry. The main signal is the touch of this massive support zone, and here's the first rebound, and here's the second one, and the same thing is expected here, because there was the first touch, the second, the third touch. The double bottom pattern has been formed here, and if you look at the stochastic, the moving averages don't cross this level from bottom to top, and it has already crossed the average zone, and we're playing ahead of the market. We're expecting the breakout here, and the correction has already happened here, and this correction is typical for this kind of movement, and that's why we open it the long. And yep, take a look at this breakout, guys. Everything is super simple, and that's why our positions ended up in profits. And let's open our final positions is order to consolidate the profits, and let's change the currency pair. Let's continue analyzing, and what's here? We open a short without hesitation. Very good trade entry, guys. I will point out the workspace. Like in the previous trade, we released the stochastic has already crossed the overbought zone, and we are playing ahead of the market, and we see a good downward dynamics here, and this is the first signal, and here we see a good pullback from this zone, and this is the second signal. Here is the touch of the upper boundary of the channel, and this is the third signal, and we observe the long wick candle which indicates the continue of the downtrend, and this is another signal. That's why we opened the short position, and we can already see a small breakout. Yeah, guys, there are around 10 seconds left before the closing, and the price is holding at this level now, and I'm fine with that. There are several seconds left before the closing, and yep, our positions have been closed in profits. Actually, some of them ended up with the zero. It's okay, no big deal. Let's continue the trading session, and let's open maybe a final position. $9,000 is ordered to reach the perfect outcome, and let's refresh the page. There we go, and let's carry on the trading session and find the next currency pair. How do we got here? Here we go, another good trade entry. Look at this massive correction. I'm expecting to go a bit lower. Well, there we go. Let's open our positions, guys. played ahead of the market, guys, and I'm expecting to see the breakout in the end on the last seconds, and we're gonna be in profits. Yeah, and the upward dynamics was too strong here, and it take a look at the touch of the price, this price corridor, and we got two signals here, and this correction and the touch of the lower boundary of the channel, and theoretically we realize that a good price dynamics takes place, and we open a long playing ahead of the market. And what I can say, there are around 15 seconds left before the closing, and good position entry, and we already see a good breakout, and basically I think this position should be closed in profits, and there are several seconds left, and yep, all the positions was just closing profits. We made some good profit, and the price started going down, guys, and if we open it a bit later it'd be a disaster, but we managed to get the right timing and we're huge profit, guys. Wow, I think it's good money, $17,000, crazy, guys. And I want to make only let's get down to withdrawal, and with a better withdraw $70,500. Where's the continue button? There we go, our transaction is being processed. I will touch the screen where it's done, and what I can say, it's crazy, guys. It's crazy, and I only say thank you for watching. I hope you learned something useful from this video. I want to say all my strategy, and you can copy my trades into my Telegram. All links you can find in the description, and thank you and bye bye. Guys, my main channel Paul Hick has been hacked. Subscribe to my new channel Trade Paul, and please be careful.